What's up, everybody? My name's Chance, and today we're going to be playing Kripp's Treasure Draft. Which I may not actually be able to get through all the games today, but we're going to try our best. We're definitely going to go through all the draft selections. And for those of you who don't know what this draft is, I'll actually go back to the home real quick just so you guys can read it. Basically, we're given draft new house rules. At the beginning of your turn, you get a new treasure token. For those of you who don't know what treasure tokens do, basically it's an artifact that can be sacrificed for 1 mana of any color. So this allows you to play essentially bigger creatures, more colors. I think it's a really good draft setup, actually, especially for Guilds of Ravnica. So yeah, this is what we're gonna be going for. And honestly, I'm just gonna try and pick the biggest and the best creatures and spells that I think will help us out. So Blade Instructor isn't bad considering we could buffer at some point. 3/1 with Mentor. I'm gonna spell Adept though. We could use that to cast some bigger sorcery spells, but I don't know how many big sorcery spells we're really gonna get in, so I'm thinking we go with yeah, hell, even a Flower/Flourish wouldn't be bad. Garrison Sergeant is pretty good as well. Has double strike as long as you control a gate, but then we're sort of relying on gates. So Fire Urchin isn't bad if we wanted to go for the instant or sorcery spell side of things, which we could. But I think I'm going to go with Blade Instructor here. Deafening Clarion's definitely a good clear for the board. Luminous Bonds is an alright removal, but I think we're going to go Deafening here. I think that's pretty strong in this game mode. People are going to be playing creatures like crazy, so here, and again, we're not looking at the colors. We don't really care about the colors in this draft. We're just looking at the best card that we can possibly pick up out of the set, the most well-rounded, so to speak. Digger Spore is actually pretty good. Can't be blocked by more than one creature, and whenever it enters, it gives a little boost to one of your creatures. Generous Stray, it's essentially a turn 2 1/2 that gives us a card draw, which is okay, honestly. And then of course we can mentor it up, but I think we go with Vigor Spore here. It's very interesting. Veiled Shade is actually pretty good in this game mode too, as you can sacrifice the treasures for black mana and buff it up pretty high. I mean, Pack's Favor works well with our Blade Instructor as well, though. So then it goes up to a 6/4 with Mentor. We're just gonna go with Vigor Spore, though. It was my gut instinct, and I feel like that's the best thing to go with in draft. There's another. Excuse me. There's another Blade Instructor. Rosemane Centaur isn't bad either. We can get it out even faster than we can normally convoke it, as we do have the artifact. So, and then World Soul Colossus is pretty good too. We might go with World Soul actually, because we get another artifact every turn. So that's essentially like getting one extra counter on him every turn if we just save it up. Yeah, let's go with World Soul. Why not? Let's play big. Lothless Giant is pretty good as well, so we might go ahead and pick him up. Sort of keeps with our Undergrowth synergy with Vigor Spore. Of course, there's Parhelion, which has Flying, Vigilance, and Mentor, which sticks with our Mentor sort of path. Lothless is so good though, like, it just deals direct damage. He can't really block it. He could counter Lothless, but he can counter Parhelion with Disdainful Stroke as well, so deals 1 damage, or they can. Could be a man or a woman. This is difficult. Well, let's see. Do we want to go like Mentor buff deck, or do we want to just go big ass creature deck? Big ass creature that can remove and counter them, and we'll be beat out. But pretty much the same thing with the Mentors as well, right? Because if we buff up the Mentor, then they take away 2 of our cards for 1. We'll go with Lothless. Crawl is pretty good as well if we want to stick with the Undergrowth effect, and I think it's actually what we're going to pick up here. Intrusive Pack Beast is okay, given that it has Vigilance, but 5 mana, it's a little too costly. So yeah, I think we're going to go with Crawl Fortress here. And Prey Upon actually wouldn't be bad for our deck. Although a Gravitic Punch wouldn't be bad either, considering we do have some bigger creatures. We can cast it twice. That's like dealing 12 damage with Lothless, not counting his Undergrowth effect. So that's pretty good. Prey Upon is essentially some removal, which we only have Deafening Clearing so far. So we might take Prey Upon. But again, Gravitic Punch could work really well with this. So my whole thing is, if World Soul Colossus comes out with enough, Gravitic Punch could kill him. Maybe we do take Gravitic. Right. It could have some pretty good plays with it. The Surveil one wouldn't be bad. Those 2 damage to target attacking or blocking creature, that's okay. Boros Locket is actually okay because it gives us another mana, so it allows us to ramp up to our bigger creatures a little bit quicker. And Wild Ceratok is... I really don't like this card. A 4/3 for 4 mana, no effects on it. That's hard for me to say that that's okay, and that's good. So, I mean, that works well for 1 turn, right? Like, 'cause then it essentially gets rid of whatever big creature he has that we don't want him to attack with. But I think we're gonna go with the Boros Locket here. And honestly, we might pick up the Garrison Sergeant and just pick up the next gate card we have. There's Iron Shell Beetle, which honestly I think we're going to pick up here. Works well with the Blade Instructor, works well with the Undergrowth effects, as we don't really care if it dies. So, Siege Worm I've seen do a lot of good stuff in this game mode. And I'm a fan personally of Muse Drake, as I think it's pretty good in this game mode. It allows you to draw a card, gives you a flyer with 1/3. Maybe we just go Siege Worm. Has Convoke on it as well, so it'll come out a little bit quicker. And this is an interesting hand in the fact that it's really shitty. We're going to take Veiled Shade though. Like I said, that card can actually be buffed up pretty well. And maybe we just go with another Blade Instructor here. Pause for Reflection is a really strong card. I've never actually used nor seen Book Devourer used in any situation. I've never seen it played, so I can't really trust that. We're gonna go with Pause for Reflection. 10th District Guard just isn't that good, so we'll go with Intrusive Pack Beast, and I guess we'll pick up a Street Riot just because we have to. So moving on to our second pack, let's see. Risk Factor's okay. Does direct damage, or lets us draw 3 cards, along with a jump start. Chemist's Insight is pretty good in this game mode as well. Glowspore Shaman. I mean, I just don't think we have enough Undergrowth, nor are we going to draw enough with it to make it worthwhile. So probably not going to go with Glowspore Shaman. Ledev, it's good just because it's a creature generator. Past that, we don't really have anything that works with it. Risk Factor is okay, as I said. Deadly Visit, it's some pretty good removal. Allows us to surveil. Severed Strands actually works well with our Undergrowth. It doesn't cost as much as Deadly Visit, so I think we're going to go with Severed Strands here, as weird as that is. Because there's actually, well, Chemist's Insight's really good too. Damn. It's just Chemist's Insight. We will more than likely get to play that twice every time we draw it. But Severed Strands is some really good removal. We really only have Deafening Clarion as our removal, so yeah, maybe I go with Severed Strands. Fuck it. This game mode's definitely been testing my concepts with this game. Watcher in the Mist is okay. City Watch Sphinx is okay. Siege Worm's alright. Thoughtbound Phantasm, I don't think it's gonna work in this deck. I think it's a little bit too late to be committing to a Surveil deck, so Radical Idea is okay. Hunted Witness is okay. Maybe we just pick up another Siege Worm though. I'm leaning between the Siege Worm. Okay. Let me just toss my phone somewhere else. Oh, Siege Worm is it's okay. The City Watch Sphinx kind of works with our Undergrowth, as again we don't really care if it dies, as it has an effect with it. I mean, we would probably care if City Watch Sphinx died. Yeah, let's go with it. Why not? This game mode's meant to be interesting, so. Unfortunately, we don't have enough multicolored spells to really make Rampaging Monument work. We only have 2 of them, so can't pick him up, even though I'd kind of like to. Deadweight's okay. Goblin Banneret, it's essentially a one-time mentor effect. And then we got Luminous Bonds, some more removal. Honestly, I think we go with Luminous Bonds here, or another Vigor Spore Worm. Wow, sort of mesh that all together. I don't think that would be a bad idea, or a Crawl Foragers. Actually, yeah, fuck the Luminous Bonds. We'll either go Vigor Spore or Crawl Foragers. Now, do we want the health, or do we want more creatures? I think we want this. Right, it's the bigger play. It's the better play. Centaur Peacemaker is actually okay. It would give us some life, which we'll probably definitely need. Muse Drake, Crushing Canopy is okay. I just wish this card had Vigilance. It wouldn't make it fair, I don't think, but I wish it did. Okay, so I just want to keep playing these really huge creature cards, but I know I can't or shouldn't do that, so maybe we just go Crushing Canopy. Gives us some aerial removal. And allows us to deal with an enchantment, which some enchantments can be really annoying. Maniacal Rage may not be bad here. Like, looking at our other options, I'm probably going to go with it. Citywide Bust is like a big creature sweeper effect, but honestly, if they got a lot of big creature sweeper effects, and we're looking for 1 card out of 40, yeah, the game's probably over anyways. I think it could save us from maybe 1 or 2 games, maybe, but Urban Utopia is not bad. Since we are playing so many different colors and we're not going to have artifacts every single turn, Urban Utopia gives us some card draw and allows us to sort of edit 1 more of our lands, which is actually pretty good. So yeah, gotta take Urban. It's just a smarter play. There's Hammer Dropper, which is actually pretty good if you ask me. So we'll probably pick him up too, even though we're sort of leaning away from. Actually, Undercity Necrolisk could be okay. It gets Menace and a +1/+1 counter whenever we sacrifice a creature, and we're sort of working with the Undergrowth effect anyway, so we sort of want to sacrifice creatures, but at the same time we don't have very many to sacrifice. So then again, Hammer Dropper is not going to work on a lot of our creatures because a lot of our creatures are pretty huge. So maybe we just abandon the whole mentor trade and think we go with Undercity. Sworn Companions is pretty good. So is Rizomi Lurcher. I think that's what we go with. Undercity Uprising actually has a pretty interesting effect with Pause for Reflection, and the fact that Pause for Reflection doesn't work. So even though it should prevent all combat damage, which this is technically combat damage, it still works against it. So that's a pretty cool way you can get around pause for reflection. I think we're gonna go with the Lurcher here. I think we need more creatures. Moonmark Painter is actually alright, as it gives one of our creatures menace. The plus X effect is it's whatever, but getting the vigilance is pretty good, and I do think we need more creatures in this deck, as I said, since we are going towards the Undergrowth path here. So I mean, she has some buff in her, but it's only to a 4/4 and it costs 5 mana to make her a 4/4, so I think we just go with Wary Occupy here. I mean, discarding a creature card from our hand doesn't ever help us, doesn't ever benefit us. Unless we're discarding a creature so we can play a bigger Vigor Spore, but I think I'd rather play the creature and have them die, so I don't really like Erstwhile Trooper. There's another Siege Worm. It really wants us to stack up on those. I think maybe we go Hunted Witness though, right? We want it to die. It's very cheap, and Blade Instructor can boost it up, and it works well with our Undergrowth effects. So we could take the Goblin Banneret here if we wanted to still splash some Mentor, but I think we're gonna go Crawl Foragers. We're working pretty good into this Undergrowth sort of niche, so Centaur Peacemaker might be an okay pickup here. Gives us some more life. Sure, it gives our opponent more life, but you know, fuck them. It's either the Peacemaker or the Shield Mate. Okay, yeah, let me look at it like this. Okay, so we actually only have one 2-drop creature. And we only have we have 4 3-drops. Okay, so we're gonna go with the Shield Mate here. We'll go back to this view. I mean, I guess we can take the Vine. It does still work. Candlelight Vigil is good even if we don't go. And we'll take a Woodshaper. That's all we got left. Beast Whisper is okay. We're gonna be casting out a lot of creatures, so the card draw is pretty good. And if it gets taken off the board, which it probably will, then it just goes to our Undergrowth effect. So I think we're gonna go with Beast Whisper here. Like I said, really good card. Conclave Tribunal, probably what we're gonna pick up next. Although Spinal Centipede is pretty good with our Undergrowth effect, so but I never want to turn down a Conclave Tribunal, right? The spell is just too good. Murmuring Mystic. Oh, I wish I had knew this was coming. I wish. That's the thing with draft, is sometimes I get to pack 3 and I'm like, damn, if I would have known that I was going to draw these cards this late, I would have went for a completely different deck. Because I actually haven't really used Murmuring Mystic, so building the deck around that would have been cool. We're probably going to go with Finebroker though, as it's the card that sort of plays right directly into our niche, or niche, however you want to say it. Prey Upon's okay. Pause for Reflection's okay. Veiled Shade is okay. Vicious Rumors is a meme. Wishcoin Crab is an okay defender, but we don't really need those. Sworn Companions doesn't really help us out, as the tokens don't go to the graveyard, so maybe we just go with another Pause for Reflection here. I think it was between that and the Veiled Shade, but you know. We go to Spinal Centipede here, fairly sure. Undercity Uprising we could go ahead and pick up, or we could pick up another Vine Wall. It's essentially some removal, and whenever we go to swing in, our creatures will all have Death Touch, so he can't really block any of them without killing himself. Undercity Uprising is some pretty good removal, but I think we go with Vine Wall here. Yeah. Golgari Raiders, Sure, let's just go full-blown Undergrowth. Why not? There's another Iron Shell. I think it's between that and Undercity Uprising, but how many creatures we got? How many creatures do we have that we're actually going to play? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19? 19 creatures already? Holy hell. Maybe we do take the Undercity Uprising. I really wanted another Iron Shell Beetle though. Whenever it enters the battlefield, it gets the +1/+1. Also, sorry if you guys can hear my neighbor's dog just going ham. Apparently there's something going on outside. We'll go with Undercity. Why not? Our deck is already really screwed mana-wise, so... And again, hopefully you guys can hear that dog, because it's annoying the hell out of me, so hopefully not you guys. Pick up another Hunted Witness there. Oh, wow. I guess another Veiled Shade. I don't want to go 3 on the Hunted Witness. Locks it on Restore does give us some more health. Maybe we go with it. Let me swap back this so you guys can actually see the creatures a little bit better. Yeah, why not? Let's pick up a Vicious Rumors. Call it the Culprit. Gravitic Punch. I mean, Gravitic Punch could still work good in our deck, so we'll take it. Locks it on Restore. Okay, so that's all of our cards picked up. Now we'll go through and remove the ones that were like, yeah, obviously no. So take out Street Riot, Intrusive Pack Beast, Wood Shaper. Those cards definitely don't belong anywhere in here. And I guess we don't really need the Boros Locket anymore, as we're not going too much into Boros. Could probably take out the Blade Instructors. And we're gonna chomp our lands down to like, hell, I don't know, 15 maybe? 14 maybe? Because we're going to be drawing, or we're going to be getting another artifact every single turn, so we leave Gravitic Punch in is the question. Okay, here's what we'll try. We'll try game 1 with just the, sort of the Undergrowth effects, working for that, or trying for that, rather. We got a fuck ton of creatures. Probably didn't need to draft this many creatures, just so we're all clear. I do understand that. Take out Shieldmate. I need to drop some 4s, huh? Beast Whisperer, I think, is pretty good. Maybe we drop the Moodmark Painter. Or we could drop the Undercity Necrolist. Sacrifice another creature. How many creatures are we actually going to be willing to sacrifice? 2, 5, 6, 8, 9. Yeah, I mean, that's not bad, actually. So I think we take out the Moodmark there. How much removal do we have? Crushing Canopy is like half removal. Pause for Reflection isn't really removal, but it's some stall. Deafening Clarions 1, Call the Culprits 2, Conclaves 3, Undercity Uprisings 4. That's it. We only have 4 removal, so we can't really afford to take out Collar the Culprit. Sorry, seem to have something like on my sock. What do you take out here? Maybe the Loxodon Restorer? Whenever it enters the battlefield, it's so good for us. Oh, we can take out Vicious Rumors for sure. Don't ask me why I didn't see that earlier. We could probably take out Urban Utopia as well. Maybe Golgari Raiders. It can be okay though. Well, we do already have 2 Crawl Foragers. Is that our only source of healing? Oh, the Hunted Witness is as well. So we could probably take out Loxodon, right? Okay. And again, we're gonna subtract our lands back down. What else to get rid of? Let's see. Let's go ahead and get rid of our boom boom. And honestly, we can get rid of the mountain. We don't need it. Because deafening is the only red spell we have in here, and we can just use an artifact for that. Alright, we'll take out Raiders. Oh, man. And I guess we'll take out World Soul. Wary. Send it 14. But let's go up to 15 land. We'll stick with a 42 card deck. So sorry that the drafting took so long, but I find this this game mode's rather, I don't want to say difficult to make a good deck, but it's difficult to make a great deck, if that makes sense. Because you got a lot of choices and you got a lot of deferring choices. So I'm about to have to sneeze. Ah, maybe. Okay, cards, quit bugging out on me. Generally Lawfuleth. Fortunately, he does go first, but we don't have anything turn 1 anyways. So yeah, as you can see at the beginning of his upkeep, he got 1 treasure token. He's got to resolve it. I don't know if he realizes that or not. Probably not. Don't tell me he's going to time out after he just made a play. You guys can probably still hear my phone. I didn't bury it good enough. Wow. That's interesting. So we'll go ahead and play our Hunted Witness. Next turn we can get Veiled Shade down if we want to pay the treasure. Which I'm thinking we might as well, right? Okay. Wood Shaper already. And he brings out a Parhelion. That's interesting. I think we do go ahead and play Veiled Shade. So we'll sacrifice one of our artifacts, pay our 2 mana, and swing in with our Hunted Witness. Next turn he won't have enough for Parhelion unless he plays a land. If he does, that could be trouble for us, but we'll just have to see. Parhelion probably will come out as well if he does have a land. It's a pretty good card, and you definitely want to get it out sooner rather than later. No land, huh? Why would he use his artifact to cast that? I'm not quite sure. We'll let that damage ride. I'd rather keep my Veiled Shade out. We could go ahead and get our Crawl Foragers out, but I think we're gonna play the slow game with this one. You know, we have some pretty good cards in hand if we can get some creatures in our graveyard, so might as well not rush things out. There's a Blade Instructor. 3/1 with Mentor. I don't see him attacking with that, so long as we have our Hunted Witness. Okay, I mean that's fine. We're gonna kill one of them. I don't know if he realizes that. So, pass. We'll block with him and trade him out there. Oh, at least there's one creature in our graveyard for now. Not quite sure why he chose to attack there. Either way, we'll play our our Iron Shell Beetle next. And I'm thinking we might put it on the Soldier. Although that makes Veiled Shade a little bit better. Puts a what? +1/+1 counter. Put it on Veiled Shade. We can build that card up pretty high. Plus, if he allows us to attack like this, we can spend all of our remaining mana to buff him up a little bit more. Now, if he attacks here with Blade Instructor, I'm going to block with Iron Shell. Just so we're all clear. I doubt he will. I highly doubt he will. But that way we can get another creature in our graveyard. Okay. That's a play. You gotta resolve it, buddy. There we go. Ooh, Beast Whisperer. I think the answer to that is yes, indeed. We're not gonna attack here. I'd rather play the defensive. Like I said, I'm perfectly fine with taking things slow. We're sitting pretty good with our 3 cards. I'm feeling pretty comfy, so. And we can buff our Veiled Shade for what, 2 now innately. We can buff them for more than that, considering we're sitting on four treasures as well. So we could actually technically buff them what, 5 to 4. We can buff them up to a 7/7. Is he gonna play Parhelion? Siege Worm. Okay. See if he tries to attack. Honestly, I would love it if he would. No? Okay. Didn't think so. That's okay too. Yeah, we're just gonna skip turn. I'd rather him attack than us swing in. Until we can buff Veiled Shade up enough to, you know, kill all of his creatures in one. Yeah, we're just gonna hold our horses here. And there comes the Parhelion. Which I'm not too worried about. He's not gonna attack here. Well, he may, but it would not be wise of him to. Alrighty, my turn. Very fine, Broker. I'm gonna say no. We don't have anything we really want to return. Unless Alright, so he costs 4. Let's see. Attack with my Iron Shell. Oh well, he's not even gonna block it, so I could have been attacking with him this whole time. Just end our turn. Probably should have attacked with Veiled Shade there as well as Iron Shell. I just don't want to attack with Veiled Shade too early. Ooh, that's unfortunate. A Pitiless Gorgon makes it really hard for us to attack in any combination or way. That's alright. We'll let the 2 damage ride. I don't think Pause for Reflection is worth it. There's only Launcher, or Lurcher, I'm sorry. I always say that wrong for some reason. Alright, so this turn we're going to play a little bit ballsy. We're going to swing in with our Veiled Shade and our Iron Shell Beetle. Now he should use the Gorgon to block our Shade. Yeah. And nothing on the Beetle? Okay. It's kind of what I expected, but I was hoping for not. We can play him down, he's a 4/4. And play him down afterwards and get our Shade back. I don't know. Yeah, let's go ahead and play the Lurcher. We'll get some card draw out of it. And he still has 3 mana. I don't know what he could have with 3 mana, but ooh. That's going to be real unfortunate for him. It will kill my Beast Whisperer, my Iron Shell. But that puts 2 more creatures in my graveyard, so I think we're going to wait for next turn, but we're definitely going to Deafening Clarion. So that was actually a fantastic draw there. Basically get to board wipe him, and we'll buff up our Undergrowth creatures, so it won't take care of his Siege Worm, so we may want to figure out a way to do that. Maybe we swing in with everything, then Deafening? I don't know, if we Deafening first, then we can clear everything he has and keep our Lurcher. He should only attack a Parhelion here, yeah. Okay, that's fine, go ahead. Now, decisions. We want to attack, activate Deafening, and give all our creatures lifelink. Okay. So we'll use that, turn it for red. Oh, and then it just went ahead and sacrificed our other 2, huh? I don't know if he realizes he's got to resolve this as well. Let's see. Looks like he's gonna buff up something. Probably his Parhelion. Yeah. Okay. So that's pretty good. But we did still manage to remove all of his other creatures, as well as now our Crawl Foragers and Lothlith are a little bit bigger and better. So we'll go ahead and play our Foragers, I think. We could have played Golgari and got Beast Whisperer back. Actually, that probably was the better play there. So, whoops. We still can if we wanted to, but eh. So he still can attack with a Siege Worm. Or he can. That's odd. I'll definitely double block it here. I didn't think he would though. Unless he can buff it up. Non? No? Can he buff it again? No? That's interesting. I don't think we go Lothlith this turn. Maybe we go Vine Broker into Beast Whisperer into Vaughn. We get Lurcher out as well. I think we want to go with the Beast Whisperer though. And we'll probably go ahead and get it down this turn as well. Yeah. I want the card draw. That's okay. We've been stockpiling our artifacts for quite a while, so using them here I feel like is perfectly fine. Ooh, a Severed Strands. We might go ahead and use that actually. And we will get rid of our Vaughn, so we'll still heal up 3 and get rid of his Parhelion and lose no attackers, so that's pretty good. Let's see if he has any way to keep it alive after that. This guy just give up? I don't know. We'll keep playing though. Time is it? 1:10 about. Still got a little bit of time. Sorry I am so pressed for time most days, but seems like there's always something going on. Okay, that's pretty good. So it gets rid of those 2. Our Lothlith is huge now. I don't know if he realizes that. Probably doesn't. Probably doesn't. I don't think he's seen our hand at any point so far, so. Yeah, Lothlith's gonna deal huge amounts. I think we just go ahead and play him, yeah? Play the swamp too, but we'll get the card draw. We'll deal 7 damage. He'll be down to 4 health. And I can't decide if, like, which guild house is best to pull for in this mode. Because obviously it says you can play any color and you kind of want to be picking up the biggest, but you still want to have some synergy in your deck. We'll go ahead and swing in, and now he'll be down to 2 health. And we'll end our turn there. Alrighty, and he's just gonna surrender. So we may only play one more game, and that way it'll give us more games to play in the next video, as well as I am running a little short for time. Also, for those of you who want to know what this little chest is that pops up, essentially, I mean, oh, well, it actually tells you now, so I don't even have to explain it. Basically, whenever you collect 5 copies of a card, since that's not playable in standard anyways, it goes ahead and adds to your vault progress, and basically whenever you get enough, it just gives you some free wild cards. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and hop into a game 2, and again, as I said, this will probably only be a 2-game video. It'll still be long as hell, I know, because we did the drafting, and that took me quite a minute. And yeah, something just keeps going off on my phone. Yeah, it's 1:10 now, so well, we can play the Vine right off the bat. Build Shade on turn 2. I guess that's not bad. It kind of scares me anytime I see a Teferi avatar or character, whatever you want to call him. But thankfully, I don't think Teferi is even able to be picked up from Guilds of Ravnica draft, so actually, is Teferi in Guilds of Ravnica? Thought it was Dominaria. Fairly sure it is. Yeah, we can go ahead and play our Veiled Shade here. I don't think I've seen too many red decks in this game mode. Red-green, that's even more interesting. Maybe he's going something along the lines of mentors? I don't know. Interesting. He can't afford to buff it yet. Okay, so I'll probably swing in with my Veiled Shade here. Or I can just use Severed Strands and get rid of his Descendant. But I think I should save my Severed Strands. We do still have Undercity Uprising as well, so that's some more removal. What are we waiting on? Oh, he was literally just sitting there with the resolve button. Okay. Conclave Tribunal. I think we just swing in with Veiled Shade here. Honestly, I'm not even going to sacrifice Artifact to buff him. I'm just going to let the damage ride. Keep all of our stuff up. Okay, so we're up against a Naya deck. Could be going Mentor and enchantments or auras. Naya auras is actually pretty good. I don't know about in Guilds of Ravnica though. Actually, yeah. I was about to say you could run. That's pretty good though. Not gonna lie. I will be taking it from you this turn, just so we're clear, but that is pretty good. I think we just Conclave Tribunal it. And yeah, on with his turn. Again, I'm perfectly fine with playing it slow. I think this deck we drafted is meant to be played a little bit slower. We do have enough Siege Worm, but I'm not going to throw it out quite yet. If he gets rid of my Conclave Tribunal, I will Severed Strands that bastard. Boros Challenger. Interesting. You can only buff it up once right now. We'll probably go ahead and swing in if I had to guess about it. And we might just go ahead and use Severed Strands on the Challenger. We'll see what we draw though. I'll just say, you should attack. Alrighty. Crushing Canopy. The only enchantment out right now is ours, so this really doesn't have any effect. We'd Severed Strands, like I said, and just get rid of the Challenger. Get our Siege Worm, but I really want to wait on that. So yeah, I guess the best play here is just to pay the one, sacrifice our wall, get rid of the Challenger. And yeah, I guess we just swing in. We could hold them back, actually. Yeah, we'll hold them back. They can buff the Dissident now, so we'll have to be careful of that. But they spend 3 mana or more, then they can't, I think. Is that 5, 7? Cost 5, yeah. So he'll probably swing in here and then look to buff it if I had to guess about it. So I'm not actually gonna do that. Sorry about that. Yeah, we'll let it ride. Like I said, they probably just wanted a buffer up there and make the trade for our Veilshade. Actually, it wouldn't even be a trade. That's interesting. I'll take the 4 damage. So I think he was more so playing it because he needed the card draw than anything. Yeah. Alrighty. Hunted Witness. Throw down the Siege Worm as well. I think that's what we do. I think we just go ahead and toss it down. Hopefully he doesn't counter it or do anything like that. Wonderful. It made it to the ground. Is it going to make it any further, though? That's the question. Yeah, I guess so. Wonderful. Nope. Nope, I lied. There comes his, yeah. That's okay, we do have another creature in our graveyard now. Or is that the only one? No, we have 2. This just hasn't updated yet. So, all of our Undergrowth does get a little bit better. Next turn we might actually use Undercity Uprising. Just to use our Hunted Witness on the Dissident, get rid of him. Oh wait, we can't. Yeah, unless we draw a Swamp, then we would have exactly what we needed. Actually, any mana. If we draw a land, we can play Undercity. Beast Whisperer. Motherfucking Beast Whisperer. Yeah, I mean, we could trade both of ours out for both of theirs. I think that's an alright trade. Ooh, actually, no, we can't. But we can get rid of the Beast Whisperer. That's not what we wanted. We wanted a land. I just built up this whole plan around a land. Now you're not going to give it to me. That's a little fucked up, don't you think, game? Alright, so we'll skip our turn. Oh. Yeah, we're definitely not on the upper hand in this game, so maybe we needed some more card draw in this deck. It's hard for me to tell. Okay. I'm not really gonna complain about him sending our creatures to the graveyard. Trade out the Hunted Witness. It'll give our crawl a little bit more. So yeah, something that costs 2 mana in hand. Wonder what that could be. Probably just pause for reflection on his turn. Really need to draw some land, so maybe dropping down our land that much wasn't a good idea. It'll be alright though. Let's see. You only got 3 cards you can possibly play, so the decisions can't be too monumental for you. Let's see if he's gonna swing in. He is indeed. Alright, so we will pause for reflection here. Essentially just waste his attacks. He might play Risk Factor here. Get rid of one of his cards, yeah. We're gonna take it. I don't want you drawing. You got 1 card in hand. That's good. We could get back our Siege Worm if we really wanted to. I think we just play Crawl here, though. Huh? 4, yeah. Swing in with our little small dude. I think we'll keep Veiled Shade back, but yeah. So we'll get a little bit more lifelink. For this deck to have gone on so long, we sure aren't missing that much health on either side, if that makes sense. We're only missing 6 and he's only missing 3, which isn't really a whole too lot. He's gonna try and swing in again here. He has something, right? He has to have something. That's gonna deal 4-7 damage to us. We can turn around and deal 7-8 damage to him. He's gotta have some sort of buff though, right? It can't just be that easy. Alright, so then maybe we do it like that. Double block his Beast Whisperer. So if we're gonna kill one of his creatures, we want it to be the Beast Whisperer. You can still buff her up and still do 7 damage to us, which is fine. We can always play Undercity Uprising next turn and get rid of one of his creatures as well. Come on, buddy, it's not that goddamn hard. Just make your play. Nice, you decided to do what I could have decided to do 30 seconds ago. Wonderful. I don't mean to sound like an asshole, but for him to take that goddamn long just to decide to buff that, that's... I don't know what his 2 cards are, but I highly doubt they're worth that much fucking debate. Another Crawl Foragers is actually excellent for us, so... Let's see... If we play Undercity Uprising... Sorry, I had to sit differently in my chair. We can go ahead and get rid of one of his creatures. Heal 1... So he can't afford to buff it here. He only has 4 mana. It's only 130 now. Alright, so that'll get rid of him. I think we leave our soldier back. But that makes the game a little bit closer. We do have a fine broker, so we can always return a creature. Land is actually pretty good there because we can play our other foragers. And our health would be tied. As long as we can swing in, we'll actually be in the lead then. So we're sitting alright. And I do apologize, my opponents today have taken so long to make their decisions. Does he swing in? No, he does not. Clearly he needs the defender. You know, that doesn't really help me. Alright, we'll just swing in with everything. He's got to have some sort of play here, right? To keep his boar alive. Yeah, here it comes. Pack's favor. Okay, well yeah, I'd much rather him use it now than on his turn to sweep in for 3 extra damage. Alright, we'll end our turn there. And next turn we can find Broker and get the Foragers back. Give us a little bit more health. Feel a little bit safer. Or we can get the Siege Worm back as well. Let's see. Drew a swamp. Question is, what do we want to get back? Siege Worm, Foragers. Siege Worm, Foragers. I guess Foragers. It's a safer play. It's cheaper to play. See if he has another trick up his sleeve. Nope, he's just gonna let us swing in. So we may have lethal next turn. In which case, thank God this game's almost over. People have been playing extremely slow today, and I get that this is a little bit more of a thought-intensive game mode, but still, I feel like there's only so many options that you could possibly run through until you're like, no, okay, this is it. This is my only option. I don't know. Obviously, I don't know shit though, so okay. All of that just to concede. Nonetheless, we go up 2-0 with our Undergrowth deck in Kripp's treasure draft. So pretty happy about that. We will go ahead and open our vault. So yeah, for those of you who haven't seen, this is essentially what it does. Gives you just a bunch of random wild cards. So thanks everybody for watching. I do hope you enjoyed, and I hope maybe you learned something about draft today. I don't know. If you did, be sure to leave a like down below in the section. I think it's on this side of the video. And a comment in the comment section if you have any suggestions or ideas about future decks, this deck. You guys know the drill. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.